So this class we are going to discuss about the application of the radioactivity in plant science. So especially plant, the main nutrient of plant is nitrogen and phosphorus. Nitrogen 15 as phosphorus 32 is both are radioactive, which are added to the soil in the form of the fertilizer. The main constituent of fertilizer is nothing but nitrogen and phosphorus. So if it is nitrogen is 15 mass number, phosphorus is 32, then automatically it become a radioactive. So when it just contain fertilizer contains the N15 and the phosphorus 32 element. So as a result, when you apply this element in the form of the fertilizer, then it started to absorb on the soil along with the water. The radioisotopes can take the radioisotope. Using this radioactivity, we can just track the uptake of the fertilizer from the root to leaves. So we can just monitor how the plant is absorbed the particular fertilizer from soil to root and then to leaves. So also the radioisotopes used to kill the pest and parasites and control the ripening of the fruit. So another important application. So it also used to kill the pest and parasites. If we just use the controlled fashion, if you just use control the radioactivity in a controlled fashion, definitely we can use it to kill the pests and parasites. So sometimes if it just excess doses causes the genetic mutation in the plant, higher resistance against CCS. So how just we can find out the radioactivity of the injected isotopes? Through the Geiger-Müller counter, we can use it to detect the movement of the radioactive phosphorus 32 through the plant. So Geiger-Müller counter is one of the oldest technique. Still it is used. So if you just go through this one, still is used. If it is a goes through one, what happens? Definitely start. It is captured by the Geiger radiations emitted by the particular isotopes captured by the Geiger-Müller counter. This information helps the scientist to understand the detailed mechanism of the how the plant utilizes phosphorus to grow and produce. Then we can find out the metabolism of the plant. So you can find out the the way of the metabolism of the plant, how the phosphorus 32 is utilized for the growth. In agricultural, radioactive nucleus are used as a tracer in fertilizer to determine the effectiveness or to prolong the shelf life of the food by irradiating to destroy the microorganisms. So not only this isotopes used as a fertilizer, it is the radioactivity is also to enhance the shelf life of the food. So by irradiating the food with the proper dosage of radiation, we can just enhance the lifetime of the food. The shelf period shelf means we can keep the food for long lasting time without acidification. The radioactive tracer used to determine the effectiveness of the fertilizer. So the cobalt 60 is another one of the main application. It is used not only in the plant science, it also used in the medical field also cobalt 60, because this cobalt 60 isotopes produce gamma rays that are used to irradiate the food. Food in agriculture. Food irradiation kills the bacteria, insects, parasites. As we see the things one, we can also disease like cholera, trichosis, it has a spoilage of the food. It just prevent the spoilage of the food. Radiation are used to develop the more resistance cons to improve the quality of the food in farming. So, the radioactive phosphorus used in the study of the metabolism of the plant, because the phosphorus 32, the phosphorus containing fertilizer is very plays a significant role in the metabolism of the plant. So by if you want to study the metabolism, pathway of the metabolism, you can use the phosphorus 32 element. So we can find out the mechanism of metabolism of the plant in some efficient way. Radioactive sulfur is another second in plant nutrient. It helps to study the advantages of fungicides, because fungicides are very important. It used to kill the fungus. So how it operates? Because radioactive sulfur used to how if you just apply the fungicides, the efficiency of the fungicides you can determine by radioactive sulfur. The pest insects on the crops can be killed by the irradiations, killed by the person crops killed by the irradiations. Yield of crop like carrot, root, apples, grapes can increase by irradiation with the radioisotopes. The radiation from the radioisotopes can be used to sterilize the pests such as insect to destroy the crop. So you can also even kill the insect, even kill the insects to sterilize the pest such as insect, and you can just sterilize the particular plant. Sterilize the particular plant. You can use the irradiation technique.